Hi guys, this is one of the many videos that you're going to be seeing about getting to know us. So in this video, we're going to be telling you how we all became friends and met. Enjoy.
Okay, so I met Tess year one, Osterley Tube Station. I mean, I think Tess was going to a different school, so we didn't actually know each other through school. I think it was just like our parents. I think maybe one of our parents was speaking Malayalam, and
Yeah.
then they were like, "Ooh, it's a fellow Malayali
Oh,
there."
it's a fellow islander.
And then they talked to each other, and then we never actually talked to each other at that point. We were like
We were very,
distant.
very shy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still shy to this day, so And then Tess, and then yeah, we'd just keep because school times are like similar, so we'd always like meet at the tube station. You like lived not even too far away, like we're like
Yeah, like
five,
literally
10
5 minutes
minutes away.
away.
Yeah, and then Tess joined school. Tess went to the same school I was at, and then that's still year one. And then she was initially in my form in my class. They don't call it forms then, they called it class,
It's
right?
class, all class, yeah.
Yeah. What was it? 1P. Yeah.
And I was 1H, but I was
But initially,
initially 1P, yeah. And then we moved on to 1H.
So this is the part where I don't remember. I don't remember how we actually started talking, because I remember we never actually talked. I don't think we even talked like in year one. I don't even remember the first time we actually even talked. I just remember like year two past that, so I even know.
Thing is, basically, my story is completely different. I only remember seeing Emily at school. I don't remember seeing her at the tube station or anything. I just met Emily when I had to decide who my friend was, my first ever friend at school. And like there were like 3 girls just standing like there. They're like, "Come join me, Tess." And then on the other side was Emily just standing there by herself. And I was like, "Who do I go to?" And then I chose Emily. And then since then we just started talking, and like now look at us, 15, 16 years later, right? No, 20. No, sorry.
Because we're 20.
No, not 20. Not 20. I think like 15. Yeah, 15 years later, we're still good friends.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we played like loads of games. Literally, I don't think I really talked to anybody in my own class. I was always with Tess's class, like that class is just so much more. I don't know. I just never really bonded with my class. So it's like we always like play games, and I remember like we did stuff in like the field as well, because we had like a massive field, like climb up stuff because we had like apparatus and stuff.
Yeah, we would do like the worst things. We would like literally go back at the field and just look at wood lice and just pick at it. We did like a funeral for like a ladybug. Aww. We were just so weird, but it was interesting.
Yeah, apparently. Even though now, if I was to do that, I'd be like, "What on earth are you doing?"
Yeah, I would be like, "Did I actually do that?"
Oh my gosh, do you remember? I remember I told you this. I remember I was coming on my way to school and I was on the tube and I saw someone with like this really long fingernail. Do you remember that story I told you?
I was so gullible. Oh my gosh, tell the story. And
I don't remember the story, but I remember telling Tess, "Oh yeah, I saw someone on the tube and they had this really long fingernail. Yeah, it went all the way up to the clouds and stuff."
And I actually believed that. And like you said that you were touching like the airplane and stuff. And I actually believed it. And you said like your dad was in the airplane. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you can see the fingernail." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." I actually believe that. I can't believe I actually believe that.
Emily,
really? I didn't even know why I did
with
that.
Lies.
Yeah, exactly.
I started pranking from
that's day one. She's been pranking.
Wait, we need to get you into rehab. This has gone too far.
She's got an addiction.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of memories.
Yeah.
So
I remember like you'd come round and then my sister would be like, "Oh yeah, Tess is my best friend." I'll be like, "What are you talking about?" You literally went through like
I don't know,
so many years thinking that Tess was her best friend. She even said it. She was even like yesterday. She was like, "Out of your friends, who would actually be my friend?" And I was like, "Would it be Tess?" And she's like, "I don't know." I mean, I was like, so you went through like a whole, I don't even know, like
she went like a whole phase, yeah. Yeah, I was just stuck in the middle. I was just like, I don't want to be picking sides.
I remember because we'd be like, oh yeah, Tess is not your friend. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I would just be like, it's a bit awkward for me. Oh yeah, it was very interesting.
She's gonna watch this back and feel so betrayed. She's gonna be like, oh, Tess never liked me.
Yeah.
All this time, I thought she was
coming out.
Yeah, you guys both were my best friends and still are. It's all love.
Yeah, I mean, since then, we year 6 all together and then split up. Secondary school and then stayed in touch. I feel like no one in primary school kind of stayed in touch with each other. I feel like we're probably the only two who is probably still friends. I think. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
It's very rare to have friends still from primary school. Like I'm still in contact with I think like 3, and like 2 of them I'm really close to, and the other one like disappears and appears. You know her. You know.
Yeah.
She disappears and appears randomly.
Right.
And then I don't know if you know them.
Yeah, I've met them. Yeah.
Those 2 as well. Those 2 are the ones I'm really close to.
Yeah, I thought Grace.
Yeah. Me, I was thinking, who the hell is?
Yeah, but those 3.
Right, okay, yeah, it is very rare because like when I didn't have a phone, I was like, how am I supposed to communicate with Emily? Because I only see her like at church. I really took to like we communicated through emails.
We spent like 5 years just emailing.
Yeah, it was really.
Yeah, it didn't even start like year 7. It was like before that. Like even when we were like year 3 or something, we were like emailing.
Really?
Yeah, I've got some emails. I saved them all.
Oh my, I don't remember. I thought it was after like
organized from day one, are we?
Yeah, exactly. Already making lists and pranks. And,
no, it's just the emails, the sort of stuff we did. Oh yeah, how was the test? Oh yeah, all of that.
I actually don't remember that. My memory is just like
you need to put those in your books.
Yeah,
I think we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Year 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember year 3.
No, in our book.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember the email.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the story of how me and Tess met and how we are still friends to whatever day this is today, because I don't know what day it is. The 9th? The 8th?
The 9th, the 8th.
The 8th.
Yeah. Just
it is the 8th.
Yeah. This time 16 years ago, I kind of like moved into the UK, so like, you know, and then like later on, like I met my friend.
Aww, cute.
Right, I'll move on to Grace then. How I met Grace first. I feel like Grace is not gonna remember this because we talked about this before, and Grace was like, "Really? I don't remember that." But I remember it was induction day, and I'm pretty sure induction day, it was like all alphabetical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I remember I was sitting next to Charlotte. We always sit next to each other because she's Felix, so it's literally like always. And Grace was in the same room as well. With I don't even know if Grace remembers this. But then there was like some games and stuff, so they put us into 4s. So I was with Charlotte, and there was like some girl up from the J's who I don't remember. And then it was Grace, and that was the first time I actually met Grace. But I never really talked to her at that point. Like at that point, we were just, you know, playing whatever game that was. I remember it was like, how many things can you remember or something? I don't remember. But that is the first time I actually met.
Insane. What?
Yeah. And you say your memory's bad. She's been
she's been
bad because I could be making
all the key details in a diary.
No, she's been doing it since day one. She's like,
Just write everything down.
Yeah, that's what she did.
Yeah, that is when I actually met Grace, but we actually didn't become friends till later on. I don't know, when would you say?
I think because you were friends with in like that kind of early age, and then you were sitting with us by the concrete netball court, and then we sat around, and then came along and we just chat about films and all that.
Yeah, I wasn't really part of your group at that point. I only joined after I had a falling out with someone else, which ended really bad. And then Olivia was like
there. Later on,
later on. And then was like, join us. And so I remember like sitting alone for quite a few times, because, I thought, we'd go back, but it was over a stupid reason, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Olivia invited me.
And then a year later, during winter, we started playing cards and all that.
Because you introduced it, yeah. And so that's when we started playing cards. Grace introduced us to so many games, and at that point, I had never even played cards. The most I played was Snap. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
And then the tradition of playing cards every lunchtime came in.
Oh, right.
And game night, obviously.
Yeah. And like from that, like loads of friends. I made friends with made friends with not made friends, but like, connected with them more closely. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, having a pack of cards on you at all times is the best thing. I carry a pack of cards in my brown bag everywhere I go, and I'll pull them out just like when we're at the pub. I pull them out when we're just having a picnic. Everything. It just gets people talking like so much, and everyone just bonds, and it's just so good. Bring a pack of cards, guys. I'm telling you now, that's my top tip to make friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring cards.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, I remember like everybody would like talk about Marvel stuff, and at that point I wasn't even a fan, so
you're the one that got me interested in Marvel in the first place. You keep telling me about like, no, because I wasn't interested in Marvel either, and then you started talking to me about like Avengers, Thor, all that.
I remember that differently. So here we go. Here's a little.
No, because I've only seen the Avengers. I've only watched the Avengers, and then you got me watching more of that. Like
funny you say that. Iron Man. Funny you say that, because I remember everybody up in the playground, like, and they would talk about Marvel characters. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm Wolverine." I'm saying Wolverine, but they might have not said Wolverine. I don't remember.
I remember one of them was saying Wolverine.
Yeah, and then they'd give me some character, and I'll be like, yeah, sure. I don't even know which character to this day that was, so I can't remember. And then it was only afterwards, because the first Marvel film I ever watched was Spider-Man, like the original, and that was like when I was little, like way little. And then the first MCU film, and I wasn't even aware it was a Marvel film at that point, was Guardians of the Galaxy, and I watched that like 2014.
Fake fan.
I'm not a fake fan. And then like I was really bored like during summer, and then I watched Thor, and then I watched Captain America, and then from there I was like, I gotta watch the rest. I don't know what happens. And then Grace is saying there that I introduced her to it.
Because truthfully, I've only watched the Avengers. I haven't watched Thor or Iron Man and all that. I've only seen the Avengers. I had no idea what was going on. But I just watch it because it looked quite fun and enjoyable.
Oh, okay. I did not know I introduced that to you. I don't remember that, but that is pretty cool to know.
And now you guys are arguing over like, you guys are big fans.
And I think me and Ellie got to know each other through you, Ellie, too, because Ellie, you came round to us like for cards and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that kind of goes in with like Emily as well. I don't remember. Whoa, hi. Okay. I don't remember the exact moment I met you, but I know we got closer in computer science.
Should I start at the beginning?
Yeah, and I would just annoy you. You can start at the beginning. Go ahead.
I start at the beginning. So it was year 7 IL. We were in the same group. I don't remember you that much. I just remember there was this project. Do you remember the puppet show thing?
Everyone seems to remember that but me. I think I remember sitting under the desk with and I think you were there as well.
I remember exactly. We were in the same group. That's what I remember. That's all I remember. That was when I first met Ellie. Since then I didn't really
under a desk, and we were just like
like trying to put stuff up, and
I
had like little stickers and I was like putting them all on.
I just
that is when
you remember under a desk and you and just sitting there, and we were just laughing and not taking it seriously.
Yeah, but then I think it was like really computer science. We like, because I wasn't really interested in computer science either, so I wasn't like. But then I kind of was a bit more attentive towards it.
Yeah,
I would say.
I would annoy you so much. And I think that's how we became friends, because I annoyed you to the point where you liked me. So it was okay. You were like, okay, fine.
Might as well.
Okay. I remember thinking Ellie was just so chatty. I remember that.
I probably just sit there like talking your ear, because I knew you were shy. So I was like, okay, I'll sit here and waffle so I can feel the silence for her, because I know she's shy and I want her to, like, you know, keep like in the conversation. I don't want her to think I'm rude just sitting here like ignoring her. I want to be friends. So I would just like chat. And she I remember I got moved from Amaya because I just kept talking to Amaya to you and I was like, no, I'm determined to make Emily like me. And I think like the first couple of weeks you would just kind of give me one word answers and I was like, okay, she doesn't like me. And then I was like, no, I am determined to make this girl.
Emily, you were a bit quiet like when we first met. You only just spoke like short answers
when she needed to, kind of.
I take a lot of time getting used to people. I am very slow in that. I just
that's
you didn't take that long. Like I think like maybe like I don't know. We had computer science once a week. So like what, 3 lessons?
More than once a week, because
I don't know. Whenever we had it.
Twice,
then twice
and then 3 times.
6 lessons then. I don't know. But after a while you did start opening up and talking, and you'd sit there and you'd watch videos of me and listen to music.
We'd watch trailers. We'd play games.
Trailers was the best thing. And then we played Bad Ice Cream and Fireboy and Water Girl. Oops. Bear in mind we didn't have a teacher for 2 years, so
we ate stuff. I remember I'd like share my mints and stuff, and you would talk about Pop-Tarts. I remember that you told me about Pop-Tarts and I was like, I can't eat that, it's got meat in it. Anyway, that's another thing. And then I think at that point we weren't even like that close. It was only like sixth form. Sixth form was the
that was the point when I properly got close to Grace as well. I think before then it was probably like highs and quick conversation in the corridor, but sixth form I wanted to integrate my group with yours because we had got closer by the end of that, and I was like, no, okay, look, we're all gonna get along well. It's time for me to, you know, socialize with more than just my group. And then I think I sat with you like once, and I think it was just kind of like me sitting there, and all of a sudden it just clicked and everyone just sat there, and we got our space in the corner of the common room and we were all chatting. And then I got closer to Grace and the rest of the group, and it was just, you know, that one sitting time could have not happened and then we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, I think it's really thanks to Dr. Whistle though. Like it was his RE class that actually, like, that's why I would like playing tic-tac-toe. What on earth am I saying? What on earth am I saying? Noughts and crosses. Thank you. We play noughts and crosses, play hangman. We literally like talk. Yeah.
I would just annoyed you again. Stopping you from doing work.
Mind it. At that point,
this is a reoccurring thing in our friendship, and I'm thinking that might be a bad thing. But at least we're not in school anymore. I can't distract you.
I remember there was he was like asking some sort of question, and then I was like too busy playing with Ellie, and then he goes, Emily, what do you think? And I remember I gave some weird answer, and he was like, like, what is you said about McDonald's or something?
And I was like, Emily, what? I think we were talking about McDonald's, and then you outright said it. He was like, girls, what are you talking about? You went McDonald's, and I was like, you could have said anything, and you turned around and give him the exact answer you need to give him. And I was like, okay, we're going with that. She was hungry then.
Gosh, I remember there's a lot of times when they'd be like, keep quiet, and then we bonded over as well. Scared of her.
That woman, I swear, she is in my nightmares. She's so scary. She's a great teacher, and you'll get your stuff done, and she's on it and everything, but she is terrifying.
Yeah, her teaching methods aren't great, but she's actually quite a nice person. Actually, I've talked to her like minus, you know, without the work stuff. She's actually quite nice.
Do you remember if you like couldn't get a word out for like 0.1 seconds, she'd all of a sudden like yell the word at you, and it was like, oh my god, okay.
Do you remember she asked something, and then she was like, and was like, oh, I don't know. She's like, Emily, and I was like, I literally sat there 5 minutes trying to think of something, but I was like, oh no, I got nothing.
And she wouldn't go on to the next person.
She wouldn't.
She just sat
and then
there,
finally said something, and I was like, thank you.
I was trying to think so hard for you, and I was like, I can't think of anything. I'm shaking in my boots right now. If this woman turns on me, I'm gonna burst into tears. You are terrifying.
I was terrified. It was the first time. Normally I at least have something to say, but what was she asked? I just had nothing to say. I remember. I just think it was just something that was just stupid. And I was just like, what am I supposed to say to that?
So yeah, I'm getting like flashbacks, like shaking.
We bonded over games. We bonded over teachers. We bonded over lessons.
And just me annoying you, to be honest. It worked out well.
Exactly. See what happened now.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there was just Grace and I, which is thankfully through you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Emily.
Thanks to you, Emily.
And now you've got
Putting connections everywhere, Emily.
Like a network.
I did. Not like me. Do you guys remember the first time you guys met each other?
I met Ellie at Emily's house. Yeah. I remember that, but I don't know when.
And I think it was one of the game nights, I think, or game days.
Yeah, same with you, Tess. Like it was a game day.
No, I met you, Grace, on your prom day, Kingston.
Yeah, that's it, Kingston.
Yeah, you had prom on that day, and you needed to get your hair done or something, but you still managed to come with us to Kingston. And that was the first time I met you.
Oh,
and then you had to leave. Yeah, you had to leave early because you had to get your hair done.
And we were trying sunglasses on afterwards and TK Maxx.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was like 2017, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was during the summer holidays. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because you guys had your prom after the exams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That's when I first met Grace.
Yeah, I remember because we spent a bit of time. I think we went into New Look. I think we tried on clothes all together as well, in the changing rooms and stuff.
Yeah, we tried on clothes. I remember doing that.
And we also went into the Bental Centre. We did the same thing. I can't remember if that was with Grace or if that was just with you.
No, I do remember changing with Grace. I mean, not in the same room, but
Thanks for letting us know.
Just for clarification, But yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was very fun. And thanks to Emily, we are the debate hut now.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
Tess was the first time was with Emily, obviously, but I knew of you because of we had mutual friends.
Yeah, on Facebook.
And then we were on social media with each other. And then you messaged me. I'm scrolling through my messages right now.
That is actually really embarrassing.
I can't wait to see this.
Did you find it?
I've got it. It's okay. So for some reason,
what is this more? This is
me texting Ellie in year 7.
Oh.
No, it's not. Oh, it's cringe.
Come on, you got to tell us.
Oh my god.
Okay, so basically you messaged me and I didn't know who you were yet.
Yeah, that was really cringe.
You knew on Instagram, I think, and I was like, yeah. And then you were like, okay, and I was like, Tess, I feel so bad. Have I met you before?
Yeah.
Because I think I've forgotten. And you were like, no, I'm friends with He's talks like, I was like, oh my god, thank god, sorry, I thought I forgot you, blah blah. And then it was just saying who we know. Do you know Emily?
Wait, Tess asked that or Tess asked that?
No, I knew. I said, do you know Emily? You asked about Christina. And then you were like, and then it like the conversation just kept on like going a little bit, and then you messaged and you were like, on Sunday I saw you in Feltham High Street. You went to Poundland, but you didn't see me.
I can't believe I actually messaged that. Ellie just doesn't know who. Yeah, it's so creepy because Ellie doesn't know who I was, and like I only knew Ellie because kept mentioning your name like a lot when I was with her. Like she was like, "Oh, I have a friend called Ellie," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I just add Ellie on Facebook, even though you don't even know who I am.
At least I wasn't rude about it. Oh my god, could you imagine? I was rude about it, and then I set a bad impression. All of a sudden, Emily like pairs us off, and I'd be like, "Oh my god,
like, oh, I know who she is."
Oh, I know that Ellie. She's a blah blah blah. She was so rude to me, and then I would have lost Emily as a friend.
No, that was really cringe. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. And I can't believe you still have the message as well. I
deactivated down. You're my very first message on there.
No, gosh, I can't believe I actually did
Good
that.
impression, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
oh my gosh, because I deleted my Facebook, so I thought you wouldn't even get the messages. And when you said that, oh, I found it. I was like, oh no.
It's still on my phone. That's why scrolling through, and I can see so many other like people that I messaged in like the past, and it's a bit like, whoa, hello.
I don't remember seeing that.
Wait, so you guys knew each other when you were here then? You were like, oh my god, that's Tess, that's the creepy Tess who messaged me.
Knew each other, like we
mutually. Like I knew her face, like I knew that was Ellie, like, but she didn't know who I was. So when you introduced us, I was like, yeah, I know that's Ellie, but like I was like, oh, that's Ellie. Yeah, that was so cringe.
It's alright. I have a good first impression of you though.
Yeah.
See? It wasn't like it was like a bad thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was fine.
Oh my gosh.
We got there.
Yeah.
That was actually quite fun.
Yeah.
That was actually quite nice.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment on how you've met your friends. If you've got any funny scenarios, leave it down below. We'll love to hear them. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.